I don't care how many times I come here, I love this place.
The python hunters are in the Amazon.
Hey, look, there's a big one right over there, just behind that clump of grass.
Searching for anacondas and the elusive black caiman.
It is. I got it.
Then, back home in the Florida Everglades,
Snake!
the hunt for the Burmese python heats up.
Time to get more remote, more wild.
They're on a global mission to protect the planet's snakes and other reptiles. Biologist, venomous snake expert, and croc specialist Sean Heflick.
Ever since I was young, I've been mesmerized by reptiles.
Law enforcement officer and reptile breeder Greg Graziani.
I'm committed to the education and conservation of reptiles.
And designer reptile breeder Michael Cole.
I've been handling snakes since I was 4, but I have a special passion for pythons.
Fighting the fear of the fang. They are the Python Hunters.
This is farther out than most people venture.
The python hunters are in Peru's Amazon basin, headed to the mysterious Blackwater Lake, 5 days and 800 kilometers from the nearest port.
Now, I've been coming to this part of the Amazon for over 15 years, and this is my opportunity to share this part of my life with Greg and Michael. It's no picnic, though. We're going into some wilderness, deep in the Amazon. This holds true to the past. Expect to see black caiman, large green anacondas, fer-de-lance, spectacled caimans, more birds than you can shake a stick at. We're remote. It's true wilderness. Okay, fellas, after one hell of a journey, we're here. The Amazon basin is truly one of the last places on this planet where we haven't explored it all.
They've already caught an anaconda.
There's one right in there.
Right here, right here. Oh, look at that.
Now they're after another legendary reptile, the black caiman.
You know, the largest crocodilian in this Amazon basin, but they face crazy amounts of pressure from fishermen, from hunters, and we cannot afford to lose an apex predator like the black caiman in this system.
You said that the natives seem to go after the bigger animals, so they're more than likely taking mostly males.
It's interesting to me to see, you know, how healthy this population is.
So one of the goals here to catch some of the bigger caiman is to get a sex on these animals.
It's their last day before they head home, which means the last opportunity to take the pulse of the caiman population.
Wow, look at that.
Woo! Look at the reflection of the birds in the water as they fly off. So what's the plan?
I just want to circumvent the lake, look for shallow areas, some mud flats, so we're not riding blind at night in the dark.
Sounds like a plan. Let's do it.
This is a good place. This stretch is narrow, it's shallow, these muddy banks, and there are a lot of fish packed in here. We'll definitely hunt this stretch. Seen big black caiman in here. Let's get back and prep for tonight, yeah?
Sounds good.
We got a lot to do.
But the dangers out here aren't only in the water.
Found a dead fer-de-lance's skull.
Sean, didn't you say that you found fer-de-lance in camp here before?
Multiple times. Right on this point, I found fer-de-lance in camp.
Make no mistake, a fer-de-lance bite is a bad bite. I mean, the venom will digest flesh, muscle, bone. You know, we really got to be careful when we're using the crapper out here.
Fer-de-lance rely on the heat-sensing pits beneath their eyes to detect their prey's body temperature.
So always have your torch with you, always have your headlamp, you know. Even if it's 2 feet, you know, you're like, oh no, it's just 2 feet over there. Have it with you, because we're so low here that they come in and they feed. So be careful.
We're days away from any kind of good medical care. One of us takes a viper bite out here, it'll be especially bad.
But that's not the only thing that bites in the Amazon.
This is red-bellied piranha. There are bunches and bunches of these in this lake, and they get about that big. This is one more reason, other than the 2 species that came in the lake, and other than the anacondas in here, this is one more reason why you don't want to make mistakes out here, because a big one of these with teeth like that, they'll send you right to the hospital.
So, Sean, you've said you've never been skunked here with the black caiman. Pretty bold statement.
Might be a bold statement, but it's true.
You've also said you never got blocked from making it to the lake, and after all the obstacles, we've made it, so your track record's pretty good.
Guys, I got the lights on board, batteries are ready to go. Got the catch pole.
Sean's got that ready to go. I got 10 fingers and 10 toes, so let's see what we can do.
If the guys don't catch a caiman tonight, they'll head home tomorrow skunked.
When we see an animal, there can only be one light, one spotlight on that animal. Because if there's another light that illuminates the person catching becomes a target.
Once we have an animal identified for the catch, the individual doing the catch is in control.
You hear back out, you back out. It's all about safety. We are far too remote to make any mistakes out here. Right here, got one.
Oh, yeah.
Lights off.
There.
Oh, he's under,
He just went under. No, he's back up. He's right there, Sean. You got him?
Somebody else got to take the light. He won't even reach.
Give me the light. Reach back. That looked like a speck.
You got to turn your light off.
You want my light off when?
Once we get out, I got my headlight.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
so we got to get. He dashed. You can see me because we got 2 beams.
That looked like a speck, was it?
Yeah. Large caiman aren't easy to catch. They're tough, they're sinewy, they're slippery when they're wet. You make a mistake, you're gonna bleed, or worse. Everybody's gotta be on the same sheet of music. We've got to get this light thing handled. Back up, we got another one.
We've lost that other one.
The other one was farther to the left.
Right there. You see it?
Yep. I got it.
Okay, my light's going off, Greg.
All right, I'm on it, Sean. Tell me when to cut the light.
Got it.
You ready?
Yep.
It's all you. It's all you.
Get him.
It's a little speck. Woo! Lagarto blanco.
All right.
Spectacle caiman.
You know what the greatest part about catching that here?
What's that?
Is it belongs here.
These guys get their common names because of this bony ridge right here on their cranium, on their skull. Looks like the nose piece of glasses or spectacles.
Greg and Sean, they've got a lot more experience with these guys than I do. That's all right. I can sit back and I can learn. And when it's my turn, I'll get my hands on them.
The ventral scales and hides, just supple as can be, which unfortunately for them
Right.
is why their hides are in big demand, and a lot of them are being poached out of the wild.
Spectacled caiman are found in limited numbers in South Florida, but the guys have wrestled them before on a trip to Puerto Rico.
Got it. He's moving.
Get it. I got it.
Adult spectacles can grow up to 2.5 meters and weigh up to 55 kilos.
Guy's a little small to sex, huh, Sean?
Yeah,
Got anything?
no business.
How about health-wise?
No, he looks good. Nobody's chewed on him. Oh, I take that back. He's missing part of one toe, but it's healed up, old wound. He's good. He's healthy. Looks nice.
Sweet.
We're gonna
Good
let him
deal,
go.
man. Yeah, let's throw that one back. We want to get a black, man. We've caught specks before, although we haven't caught them here.
We got bigger and better things to catch.
Woo-hoo!
Way to go.
Look at that.
So much better than putting them in a bag.
All right, man, let's cruise. We got to get a black.
Let's get it.
The other one's right back in there.
Before long, Michael's big moment arrives.
See him, Mikey?
I see him.
Straight in. Right there.
Aka.
You're straight for that one.
I've never caught a caiman in the wild before. I love it. Every time you get to lay your hands on a creature that you haven't caught before, you learn something new about it. Its feel, its texture, how they act. It's just great feeling.
Mikey got his first wild special
Hey, I
caiman.
reached for both of them, but only came up with one. But hey, I got one.
I'm not even gonna rib you because you missed the other one on the other side.
Hey, you know, 2 at once is,
More than you can handle?
yeah,
Hey,
well, you know,
hey.
I tried.
Now you're part of the team, but you blew a chance at being a legend.
Trippy's got all his digits. No, just
see if I
making
can-
sure he's healthy. I tried to manipulate it. I can't get anything.
No. That's a male.
Got a little boy?
Yeah, you barely see the worm. It's not really helping me much. Little male. Hey, sweetie.
All right, buddy. Back to the wild.
See ya. All right, more to come. That's a little tiny one. That's a little guy. Let's leave him. Let's leave him.
Right over there, on the other side of that grass.
Greg's up next, and this could be the elusive creature they've been looking for, the black
Right
caiman.
back in there. Hey, look, there's a big one right over there, just behind that clump of grass.
Yeah. He's in that cut.
There you go. Yeah, I see. He's going in that thicket.
I really want to be the first one to catch a black caiman on this trip. I've never had the opportunity to actually lay my hands on one, and it's one of my favorite crocs of all time.
Yeah, I got him.
Yeah.
Cut it.
Yeah. Don't miss him. You gotta go quick because you're gonna hit that vegetation.
God dang it, I hit a freaking... Oh, God! As I hit his back, there was this
got
in
it,
between my hand.
There'll be more.
No, I wanted to pull up the first black just
There'll
to be
be
able
more.
to do that. Did any of you guys see Sean grab my ankles and pull backwards
You
at the
lie
same
like
time?
a rug.
Did
You
anybody else
lie
see that?
like a rug.
He grabbed my ankles and he snatched me straight back.
I think it's time for Greg to rotate back, baby. Hey, you did have something to do with the first black caiman.
Yeah, I did.
You
I
missed
him. I missed the first one.
buddy.
All right. Pressure's on. Right there, I see another one. Right over there.
You got him? You see him?
Now Greg's got his eyes on the prize.
There's one right in there. Right there.
Ready, Serge?
All right. Cut it. I got him. I'm gonna cut my lamp.
Yep,
Cut my light.
I got him.
It's a black.
Yeah,
it's a black.
It is. I got him.
Look at that. That's a black. That's a
My
black.
first black, baby.
There's a lot of healthy competition on this team. But tonight, I'm willing to just kind of sit back and let these boys catch first because I've caught hundreds of these things down here. Just look at the coloration, the melanistic spots. No other crocodilian has those. That is actually part of the skull. They are bony, raised characteristics of only the black caiman. Black caiman's top skull, when they get to be really old and ancient, get just thick, thicker than any other crocodilian. And I think that is there to provide extra structural support because they have massive jaw power.
This is an awesome black caiman. I mean, look at the features on this animal that are so much different from any other crocodilian. They have 3 vein-like structures, 2 that come down the side and 1 that actually comes around the snout.
To my knowledge, there are only 3 of these in zoos in the United States, which speaks to its rarity in collections.
But the fact of the matter is, this animal is in such remote places that there are very few crocodilian individuals, people that keep crocs, that have actually put their hands on a wild black caiman.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
Black caimans can grow to over 6 meters in length and have a reputation for being man-eaters.
Tiny little chompers on this guy, but they can grow into some of the largest in the world. There's massive teeth in these black caiman.
And when there's babies, there's a mama.
That's right. Before we get too excited and forget, we need to get a sex on this animal before we release him.
Yeah, this one's a little boy.
Yeah, I'd feel a lot better about this black caiman population if we could just find some large reproductive females out here. I know it's killing you, but you gotta put him back.
Come on, Greg. Somebody else.
No way you can get this shipped over to me, huh?
Appendix 1, baby.
All
Gotta
right,
put him back.
let's do it, man. God, I love these guys.
Actually, Greg, we can ship it to you. You'll do 10 years.
I'd like to keep my business and stay with my family and continue to have some fun with you guys. Let's let this little guy go now.
Sean's been coming down here for 15 years and trying to get me down here for the last 5, man. I wish I'd have got down here sooner because these black caiman were awesome.
Look at him, he's like, I'm free? I'm really free? Look at him drop that body. And
That is awesome.
It's a good thing he went down, because if he swam this way, I was going to catch him up.
Once he's back in the water, that's a wild black caiman.
So I've got my black caiman, and Sean, you've done all this before.
yeah, I've been fortunate to work with crocs around the world.
Now it's Michael's turn to catch a black caiman and even the score.
Stop. He's bigger than anything we've caught so far.
It's all right if you make noise, we want him to go up in those shallows anyway.
He's right there. He's right there.
You see him still? Where was the last direction?
He's right here. He was right here.
Oh, wait. Mikey, back up.
You gotta get him quick.
Get him.
Good job.
Good catch.
You got a black, baby. You're stuck.
You know, when that black caiman got up into the shallows and we had to get out of the boat to get to him, I thought we were gonna lose this guy. But we stuck to it, persistence paid off, got my hands on the biggest black caiman of the night. I like it.
Come on, girl. What you got?
He's a boy. Yep, no doubt, he's a boy.
That's my first black.
I don't care how many times I come here. I love this place.
After a successful night, the python hunters enjoyed their last moments on Blackwater Lake before heading home.
Look at this mangrove tree. Squirrel monkeys.
How about that? Squirrel monkeys in the wild.
Wow. Monkeys are cool.
Monkeys are way cool.
They're hitting me with sticks.
They're just like spitting their fruit down on us. Now y'all getting just a little taste of why I love this place?
Pretty wild.
So we're getting more than a little.
It's pretty wild.
I really gotta say, you know, I'm impressed. I don't know if I could admit it to him, you know, it's gonna go to his head, but if he didn't bring us up here and deliver.
Michael and Greg are still energized by everything they've experienced, but especially by last night's catches.
Right there. You see it?
Yep. I got it. Okay, my light's going off, Greg. I got it.
It's a little speck.
Yeah!
Mikey got his first wild speckled caiman.
There's one right in there.
I got him.
Look at that!
That's a black.
That's my first black, baby. Get him. Good job. Oh yeah, baby.
Thank you.
But Sean's not so chipper.
I am a little bummed for the first time ever coming here, the lack of really, really large black caiman here. It has a lot to do with the fact that native fishermen have now found this spot and are using it heavily.
Well, one black caiman can feed the entire settlement for, you know, a week.
Yeah.
Yes, they're just surviving.
All right, we need to get geared up and get out.
It's time to head home.
I got a beer and a hammock with my name on it.
Sean!
Michael.
Sean!
Michael.
It had to be hard for him to let me take those catches. That's an awesome man.
You know, this trip was amazing for me. Sean delivered everything he said he would.
I didn't really realize it till this morning how disappointed he was in what he saw. Not seeing a single large animal over 6 feet. Well, it's got to be really, really disappointing for him.
You know, we're gonna use the next 2.5 days on this boat journey back to Iquitos to do a lot of catching up with what's going on at home.
Hey, sweetie. We hatching baby albino?
Back in Florida, Sean's albino American alligators have produced their second set of youngsters.
You know, last year we were the first ones ever in the world to breed captive albino alligators. Boom, doing it again this year. And nothing better than to hear my wife tell me that you've got albino baby alligators hatching out.
Very cool. Thanks, baby.
Dude, you did it 2 years in a row. Congratulations.
Outstanding. Muchas gracias. Yeah, how's it looking,
Thank you for the great trip.
The Amazon was exciting, but the action's just as busy back in Florida. Sean's wife, Jen, finally gets to show him his new albino hatchlings.
How are my babies doing over here?
Look at these guys.
Hi, babies. And who helped them into this world?
That's part of our love.
No, there's no love.
That's part
and
of
the stress of having gator babies. See?
You're one of the few people on this planet.
Oh, wait, you're going to say, you should pay me for giving you that experience.
Now you're learning. Now you're learning. You know, the fact that we'd be the only ones to ever produce these in captivity and just the rarity of them, that's a lot of weight on Jen's shoulders, and she is doing a bang-up job.
Over at Michael's facility, some of his reptiles are in need of veterinary care.
I've invited my friend Ivan over. It's also my vet.
Oh, yeah. Good. I got a bunch of stuff in there.
When you keep reptiles, there's always something going on.
She's got a little bit of a cage aggression, but
I've got a berm that needs a microchip.
state requires this so that if this snake ever gets loose out of my collection, they know where it came from.
I think it's a must.
There you go, buddy. I got something else. I got an amnesty call the other day.
I've got a sick rescue that needs a little bit of attention.
It's a green tree. The problem is it's got a prolapse, and that's probably why they wanted to get rid of it. And I would be mad too if I had a problem like that.
Jesus. Oh man, this is just emaciated. She's really thin.
Yeah, it was already thin, and it obviously hasn't been eating for a while.
Yeah, it's the bladder. We need to put that back in and maybe even take some sutures there. Probably have to take her home and work on her, if you don't mind.
So, if this snake has a fighting chance,
well,
it's good because it wouldn't have where it came from.
But you gotta remember something that you've been telling me since I've known you, $5, $25,000, it's still a life. If you can save it, why not?
I'm back in good health, girl.
Sure will. Step 1 is fixing the prolapse, step 2 is getting her eating.
Meanwhile, back at Sean's, he and son Thorne are cooking up a scheme.
Thorne and I are doing something we've never really tried before, and that's introducing one of these baby albino hatchlings to their mother. And at $18,000 a piece, that's got me a little apprehensive. Nilla! Babe! Babe, I see you hiding under the water. You're albino.
She doesn't know that, Dad.
Hey.
Albino alligators lack melanin, the pigment that gives normal gator skin its olive brown tone.
Ice. Boy.
Making sure mom and dad are well fed could prevent their offspring from becoming today's snack.
These are small, but when you when you get them here, hey, that's your mama. Look at you. It's the first time you ever met your mom, isn't it?
Well, it'll be the first time they meet their father for sure, though.
First time we met anybody outside the egg. You can see in this natural environment, these guys wouldn't make it a day if they were lucky. I mean, they're like a neon billboard to every predator out there. Eat me.
You think Nilla would eat one of the babies if she had the chance?
Well, I don't think she would, but at 18 grand a piece, I'm not taking any chances. Be careful of that thing. That's part of your college fund right there. That's pretty cool.
Word gets around the guys are back and itching to go berm hunting.
Hey, guys. Hey, man. Haven't seen you in a while. How's Peru? Good. You wouldn't believe it.
Florida Gladesman Sean Caiman contacts the python hunters about their old foe.
I heard of a story of a place that I'm going to take you to.
where some guys were on this island and a gator and a berm were fighting each other, and the gator actually killed the berm and swam off with it. Well, let's get out in the glades.
Yeah, let's gear up, roll out.
Okay.
But before they even leave the boat ramp,
Snake.
The water snake?
No, it's a ribbon snake.
Oh, put it down, he's eating.
He's eating the frog, man.
Oh yeah, he's gonna eat it anyway. Look at that.
the eastern ribbon snake is named for the 3 yellow stripes that run down its back. It has no venom or the ability to constrict. It must eat its prey alive.
It's fast enough. Frog legs to go.
You know what? This is cool.
Told you today was gonna be a great day.
It's awesome, man. Another native species doing well here. That's what we like to see.
Oh, actually, that frog wasn't doing so good.
Yeah, but you know what? He was doing what
he's supposed to.
Out in the Everglades, there's only one thriving reptile apex predator. And that's the American alligator.
Partner in crime, another python hunter. For a handout. This animal's been obviously fed. He expects food from humans. And this is where the misunderstanding comes in that gators are extremely aggressive and they attack and kill humans. And that's not his natural characteristics. That's been pushed on him by humans feeding him and giving him handouts.
Yeah, it's the old dinner bell on the dog, you know? I mean,
Pavlov's dog.
Exactly. You start ringing the bell every time you're feeding the dog, it comes to food.
You can tell exactly this animal's been fed. Every time he goes off, I just throw a weed in the water, and he moves a little bit closer towards it because that's what people are doing. It's a shame for the animal, but you know, let's go find some pythons.
Let's not go find some pythons, hopefully.
Over the last 4 years, about 1,200 Burmese pythons have been found in the Everglades, nearly all dead from cold winter freezes.
You know, most invasive species are never completely eradicated. We want to keep the numbers as low as possible. That's the name of the game.
What did you see?
I don't know what I saw, but I saw something over in that patch.
That's about Sean, isn't it?
He just wants to get wet. He wants to get us wet.
Yeah, he would see something right in the sawgrass patch, huh?
And I found the first hole.
It was right in here.
In this clump here?
There's something decent sized laying right here. You can see it all pushed down. Might have been a gate or something.
Hey, Captain Sean! We want to check out that island over there.
You want to check out that island over there?
Yeah. I'll meet you there.
I think
Meet you there? How's that work?
I think he's been hanging around us a little too long.
He's really going, too.
Yeah, he is. He's pretty much there.
All right.
Man.
All right.
Let's hit it.
What took him just 10 seconds gonna take us 30 minutes through this junk.
Okay. You know what? He's probably got a beer over there. It looks like the gators, at least around this island, are doing their job at python hunting. No more pythons here.
He must have finished his lunch. He figured he'd come get us. Did you enjoy your walk? Did you have a good lunch?
Berms hunt at night as well as day, and a python hunter's work is never done. So Sean's got his hands on a new snake hunting tool.
What's he got? What's Sean got?
What you got, man? New video camera?
Yeah, it's infrared.
Infrared cameras detect differences in the amount of radiated heat, a surefire way to see a warm snake on a cool night.
Oh, wow.
Got that red on top, and then it grades up the hottest is the white.
That's gonna be great for mapping out hot spots.
Look at these, look at these, look at these rocks. Like glow like lava.
Wow.
Look at that.
Sean, come here. See if that lizard shows up. Or she's throwing out his throat plate. There's got to be a female around. Right on that rock.
That is cool.
Yeah, look at that, man. That is awesome.
You have a perfect image of him. Woohoo! Could you imagine? We traveled with this to Australia, and just after sunset, all those snakes, right at dusk, are still heated up from being in the desert, being on the roads, and they will glow like lava.
This is a python hunting tool, and I thought you just wanted to have a cooler camera than my snake cam.
Time to put it to the real test.
Snake!
Where? Oh, there it is.
Oh, look at this, guys. Nice green water snake. Check out the head on this animal right now. Defensive posture, trying to mimic a cottonmouth as much as it can, but it doesn't open its mouth. Let's see what she looks like on this roadway. Oh, yeah.
Her head is blue, it's the coolest. Oh, look, her underbelly is the hottest. Look at now, you can see she moves away, her belly gets exposed. She's absorbing the heat off the road.
You know, this camera is awesome. I mean, it was definitely worth the investment. I gotta hand it to Sean on this one.
You know, they think that the infrared pits on pythons and the pit vipers go in to the same bimodal neuron. It means a neuron that basically has two functions. The same as the optic nerve. So what they think is these animals can switch voluntarily between visual light and infrared. Or an overlap. Both. Could you imagine having that sensory array?
These guys can go from daytime to nighttime, and all they have to do is switch the wavelength of light, and they can still see.
Let's release this gorgeous green water snake, make sure she's off the road so that she doesn't get eviscerated.
Just look, he's not paying attention.
Let's tote her down to this water edge here and get her off the roadway.
Wait a minute, wait.
What's up, man?
Whoa, I want to see her in the water.
Oh, now you want to play?
Yeah.
We're going onto the lily pad with him.
He was dark, just like that water.
Cold-blooded animals got no heat, no body heat to warm themselves back up.
Taking on that ambient temperature.
Yep, good stuff, guys.
I like that new camera.
Yeah.
The next day, the guys take another crack at catching Burmese pythons.
Yeah, this is it. Next driveway past the blue sign.
Only this time with a different ride.
Oh man, look at that. 10-foot high dune buggy. That ought to make driving through the Everglades easy and fun. Man, when I saw that thing, I thought, this is cool. 10-foot high dune buggy, take us around the Everglades. We'll be riding around in style. I love my job.
Hey, man.
How you boys doing?
Good.
Where's the airboat? Well, funny story. You know, there's only 3 ways to get in the Everglades. Airboat, walk, or swamp buggy.
That's all right, huh?
All right, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you ain't got to give me a boost?
Some things never change.
That is one heck of a view from up here. This is a good angle, huh?
Yeah. So we're sitting about 8 feet up in the air. So we'll have
nice,
plenty of opportunity to see for a fairly large distance.
Yeah, right?
Well, I know we're big-time reptile guys, but we should see maybe some deer, some bear.
There's a lot of deer out there and a lot of bear, and there's a lot of Florida panther. They're really starting to come back.
Snake! It's cottonmouth.
The venomous cottonmouth or water moccasin is named for the bright white lining inside its mouth.
That one got a nice belly full of food. Look at that.
You know, strangely enough, these cottonmouths are mistaken for copperheads when they're young because of the banding in areas. But I tell you, you don't want to get bit by either of them. You do not want that hemotoxic venom coursing through your veins. It's turning your blood like jelly.
You know, we do this stuff all the time, but it's real easy to forget how dangerous these snakes can be. I mean, a bite from a cottonmouth will put you in a world of pain.
He's got a nice meal in his belly. I wonder if that's one big meal or a bunch of frogs.
That's a good-looking animal for that size.
That's a pretty good-sized cottonmouth. You know, most of the ones we find are a lot smaller than that, but I've heard up in the Ocala National Forest they can get like probably twice that big.
Nice eye line. Look at that. Fat and sassy.
Very cool, man. You can see she's relaxed right now, and that head still has a nice diamond shape to it.
You know, people demonize them. They think they're waiting to get you. They don't want to waste their time with you.
Let's let it go for it. Brings that meal back up and loses it.
Yeah, we might want to get her off the road into a safe place here. She was headed towards that side of the road, so. Great, man. Once again, no berms, but awesome native specimen there, that cottonmouth.
That's one great native species under our belt. Now we're gonna head back to the buggy, see if we can find some invasives. Or hopefully not.
This 1.5 million acre park is home to much more than reptiles.
I'm gonna walk around behind him and see if I can move him out.
Okay.
Go across the road, right? Look.
Yeah.
You guys see that?
She crossed right in front of us.
Oh, cool, man. I lost her once I got back in there, but I could hear her running. I didn't know which way she went.
This white-tailed deer is the main food source for the endangered Florida panther. But occasionally, large berms kill and consume a whole deer.
It's a hot one out here.
Yeah, it is, man.
It sure is beautiful.
These are not like. Where?
Right there, I see it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see him. He's running in. All right, he's hemmed up. He's coming this way. Got a hand on him. But I'm in some thick stuff here, so we're gonna have to pin him to get him out safely.
Good eye, man.
Yours, buddy. I got him, but this is Sean's catch. That's an awesome animal, man. This is my personal favorite of pit vipers, Eastern Diamondback rattlesnake. Sean, you're delivering, man.
Hey.
Two of our favorites, Cottonmouth and an Eastern Diamondback.
I love it.
An Eastern Diamondback, largest venomous snake in North America. You know, these guys can grow over 8 feet.
Rattlers are one of the most feared snakes in America. In Texas, they're rounded up every year and killed by the thousands.
They do not attack humans. They defend themselves. But when they do, these things can launch over half the length of their own bodies.
So many people kill these guys. I mean, and that's a decent-sized animal. Obviously not a gigantic animal.
That's just a really magnificent snake. It really is.
I think the two snakes that audibly and visually command the most respect is the Eastern Diamondback rattlesnake and the king cobra. Those two right there. When people hear that rattle, it's the same as racking a 12-gauge shotgun. People start scrambling, man. That is not a sound people want to hear, especially out here in the woods.
And you know what? For us, we know what a bite from these animals can do, and the just sheer volume of venom that comes out of the glands of an Eastern Diamondback is huge.
We've all got really close friends that have been bitten by these guys, and it is a nasty bite. I mean, very disfiguring. I mean, it just eats away at the flesh, the tissue, the bone. Just a devastating bite, and the volume, like you said, the volume of venom and the depth that it puts it in with those big, massive fangs.
And this snake is no joke, because when you do get bit by one, it injects so much venom in that bite that it just does all kind of tissue damage.
This is definitely not the animal you want to get bit by, but at the same time, definitely serves a purpose here in the ecosystem, something we definitely need to protect.
You know that what I like about it the most is we're not seeing Burmese pythons. We're seeing all the things that are supposed to be here.
Starting to huff and puff a bit, and I don't want to get overheated out here. It is cooking out here. I'm gonna find a nice place for it. He was heading off the other direction when I found him. And come on, little one. Off the trail.
Look at that eastern diamondback laying there. I mean, the camouflage is unbelievable. Laying perfectly still, you don't even see him sitting right there.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. That's why they're the masters of this terrain.
You know, we've spent an entire day out here looking for Burmese pythons in the Everglades and haven't found a single one.
But that doesn't mean they aren't around.
Hell with Burmese pythons. We don't ever want to find another one again out here.
We know a farm nearby that in the past has had a lot of Burmese pythons. They've come up with a way to flush them out. Yeah, I'm glad the Dunnigans called us when they're ready to burn this field, because historically, they've had a lot of Burmese pythons in them.
Hey, you know, that's the place where they disced up a ton of berms, but that one patch right there with that huge elephant grass, it'll be nice when they burn that, man. If anything's hiding, we'll find it.
Yeah, we got skunked last year. Dunnigans wanted to burn that patch that, you know, we think the berms are hiding in.
Yeah, but that line of thunderstorms put a stop to that.
The idea is not to hurt them. It's to just drive them out and let us snatch them up.
There's the field right there.
Yeah.
Oh, it must be special. We got 2 fire rescue trucks.
I guess they're here to make sure we don't get out of control.
How we doing, guys?
Good, good. How are you?
Year's been good. Python-wise, we killed 1.
So you went from 23 berms before the freeze of 2011 to 6 to 1.
But we think as a community, the numbers are down.
So you're still thinking there's some left out here?
What do we need to do here?
Ready to
Throw some fuel on there and strike a match?
Strike a match and see what happens.
All right.
Now, part of the deal is when that thing burns, if anything scurries out, it's all hands on deck. Everybody gets the cash.
That's not a problem.
They prep 200 liters of diesel fuel to get the blaze searing hot.
You know, I used to be a certified burn master, and it's been a lot of years since I've burned anything legally.
There's still a lot of hiding spots on this side.
My wife says I'm a pyromaniac. She'll think I planned this whole thing.
Still some thick stuff.
One thing's for sure, we're gonna kill a lot of skeeters in here. Yeah, it's good and muddy.
Lift it up.
Let's not let him light the match.
Why not?
That will be bad.
Yeah, that's probably not a great idea now.
You know, thank God we've got 2 fire marshals on scene, because giving Mikey free range with this much fuel, he could come out of here with no eyebrows.
We know the objective here is to burn the overgrown section down to the bare limestone rock, because that's where the pockets are, that's where the snakes are hiding and taking cover. Best case scenario is this fire just pushes them out. You know, we don't want to see anything burned alive or anything like that. You know, right. I'd see them get out or get down in those holes, and then when the brush is out there, it's easier for us to go through and just hand pick them.
Michael, why don't you take one more bucket, and then we'll save some in case we need to hit some spots to fire it up.
Come on, boys, before it starts to dry out.
One for one and one for all. Woohoo!
Step back. Ready?
There we go.
Exactly what we want, all that brush out of there.
Nothing yet, but we still got a lot of thick area right back in here.
With all that fuel, the fire will reach about 600 degrees Celsius.
Drive them down or out. Comes us even. We're gonna go backside and see if anything's coming out. Woo. Hey, look. Burmese food.
Oh yeah, rats coming out.
I'm gonna do a quick perimeter walk just to make sure nothing's slithering out the other side of this thing.
If there's anything in this area, it's not here anymore. This is good and clear. You can see right down through to the bottom and everything.
Fire might seem a little drastic for flushing out a snake, but it's the only way we're gonna get the brush cleared down to the rocks so we can make sure there's nothing left.
It's a lot easier to get in here now than it was before we burned this thing.
This stuff is dead, burnt, and brittle.
Whatever you do, don't rip a testicle in there.
Had more in mind, don't singe a testicle.
Anything, man?
Nope, that's what I've seen. Why don't we have Mikey get that snake cam and get in some of these holes that have cooled off, see what we see?
Mikey, snake cam.
All right, guys, back into this mess.
Poking around in these holes can be dangerous. We frequently find eastern diamondback rattlesnakes who've taken refuge in them. Through them. Anything, Mikey?
Nothing but a bunch of charred rock. Oh, go back to your right.
The snake cam lets the guys safely explore these deep burrows.
All right, I need you to give me direction, Michael, on my holes here, okay?
Yep, back to the right. No, dead end. Whoa, flame. Back out of there, that one's still on fire. A lot less mosquitoes now.
Oh yeah, because you got a massive one like right there.
These are all good bunkers.
Hold up.
Yep.
You did?
Oh, you assholes.
What?
Your wife. Wonder why you're being so damn nice.
What is outside my character?
Yeah. Now I'm quickly coming to a conclusion that with all the stuff that Mark said, with all the other hunters, the sightings being down, that these berms are about done.
Let's get out of here. I think we've done a good job of making sure there's nothing here.
Disappointed that nothing came out of here, but at the same time, I'm glad nothing came out of here.
It's a good thing. I'd prefer lower numbers of berms out here any day.
If we get reports of more pythons, we'll be back. He's ready for a shower. I didn't mean with me.